good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen, as we'll see a team from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blazers will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Midshipman offense is on the field to start this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. So UAB's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Back to pass, it's Kitna. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ferguson. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. On the ground, it's Jackson. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. Caught in the backfield, it's Hooks. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Blazers are rolling down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Ferguson. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Blazers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They want to run it left here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Kitna. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
The Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Horvat. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyways, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Pressure coming. He'll throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And the big fella showing off the hands a little bit. He's a guy that you use him for blocking a lot, but showing the versatility there with the catch and the 1st down.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. The pitch. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity. On
the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The midshipmen moved the sticks with that powerful running game. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Chapman. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Looking downfield, it's Horvat. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Caught behind the line. It's Chapman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, going up top. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. To throw, it's Kitna. Fires to the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
And the Blazers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
The Blazers will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, UAB!
Really nice job by this offense. I love it. They were aggressive, moved down the field, got the touchdown, broke the 0-0 seal. This game has not been high-flying by any stretch, but that's how you finish a first half.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Annapolis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Navy Marine Corps Memorial.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw. It's Kitna. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Blazers can really attack on this second and short. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ferguson. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He gets a block. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And Navy will go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Trying to beat him to the left. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Horvat. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving.
Holds it in, the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Navy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Kitna. Catch in the middle, it's Ferguson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Blazers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The option look. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. Firing to the right, complete.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Navy will have to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Motion from the back. They'll try the toss to the left. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today, Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They'll go right back to the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Here comes the option. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Now the toss. Touchdown, midshipmen! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Back to pass, it's Kitna. Here's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.